Ruto to leave office have a reason to celebrate. Because he has stolen too much money and it was anticipated and people are fearful that he'll use the stolen wealth to bribe ordinary Kenyans who are struggling, who are poor, to elect him back to office. The people of Olkalou on 16th, between 6 a.m. and 1 p.m., because that is when voting took place. After that, there was no voting. There was voter suppression. Have proven to the people of Kenya that William Ruto's dirty, stolen money, stained with the blood of Gen Zs, means nothing to the people of Kenya. Na hata akitumia pesa ngapi ataenda nyumbani. Number two, why are we celebrating this win? It's because it has now come clearly you cannot deceive the people of Kenya anymore. William Ruto deceived Kenyans first with the Bible. He came with the Bible. He said he is saved. He was in church every Sunday, sometimes 2-3 churches for 9 years. And Kenyans believed he's a true Christian who is saved. And the Church of Christ, for once, believed the Church of Christ has a candidate. And he deceived the people of Kenya. He also gave a lot of lies about the bottom-up economic transformation, saying that he will lift people from the bottom to up, saying ataweka watu pesa mfukoni. Instead ya kuweka watu pesa mfukoni, ile kidogo walikuwa naye akatoa. The man has been unmasked, amejulikana, na Wakenya wote wamejua uongo wake. So why is this issue of deception important in Kalau? He came to deceive the people of Olkalou. He brought a train that has not been there for 46 years. He brought 2 boats. He graded and murmured all feeder roads. He launched a tarmac road. I'm told the equipment has now left. Yeah? He pretended to put transformers in every village. He brought water tanks. He brought irrigation pipes. He went ahead to touch the household. He brought blankets. He brought mattresses. He brought even shoes. He brought gas cylinders. It was all deception. He was deceiving the people. And the people have proven they are too smart, they are too intelligent. The people of Olkalou saw through him. And they wondered, if all this is being done, why is it not being done in the neighboring Wamunyoro constituency? Why is it not happening in Daragwa? Why is it not happening in Kipipiri? Maybe Kipipiri, because it's Wanjuku Moya, could be left behind. Why not in Kinango? The people of Olkalou, like all Kenyans, saw through the deception. That is why we are celebrating. Because William Ruto can no longer deceive the people of Kenya. That is why we are celebrating. We are not just celebrating the win. It has so many ramifications. Number 3, we are celebrating the very energy, the very intention of Kenyans to come out and vote in large numbers. The voters of Olkalou woke up at 5. The whistles, pursuant to my instructions, were blown at 3. And there was a repetition at 4, just in case you went back to sleep. By 5, the queues were long. And I had said, vote by 11, because I had intelligence. From 12, there will be voter suppression. Between 6 a.m. and 1 p.m., 57% of the people of Olkalou had voted. Thereafter, from 1 p.m. to 5, there was no voting. The police goons sent by Mukomen disrupted voting. Had they not disrupted the voting, we would have had a voter turnout of 75%. So what this election means and why we are celebrating is that next year, especially this mountain, I have no doubt in my mind, we shall get a 98% voter turnout. That is why we are celebrating. Again, we are celebrating because we had been sowed fear that William Ruto will steal elections. He'll compromise IBC. He'll bribe people. He'll use goons. He'll use police to steal the election. Why we are celebrating and will continue to celebrate for the next 1 year is that ordinary persons from Olkalou stood up to police goons with AK-47 assault rifles and M16 automatic rifles and tear gas and machetes. And they said no. People voted and remained in the polling station and protected the vote. When the police goon said by Kipchumba became too rough, and we realized that they wanted to disrupt the counting, Senator Medho, the team leader, sent word. And the people on their own looked for rocks. They felled trees and barricaded the polling stations that no goon, armed or not armed, could get anywhere near the polling station. And the people stood firm until the voting was the counting was complete, and organized themselves and escorted the ballot boxes to the tallying center. We are celebrating the capacity of the Kenyan voter to protect the election and to make sure William Ruto cannot steal the election. So when I heard them wanasema kwa nini watu wanakuwa kama kuku moja imetaga mayai, no, it's not the win, it's the implication. And we are saying now, the people of Kenya who want William Ruto to go are welcome to Olkalou to do benchmarking on how to protect an election. The people of Kenya are welcome to Olkalou to benchmark on how to steal money from Ruto that he has stolen from Kenyans. And there is nothing wrong stealing from a thief. There is no problem conning a conman. Because William Ruto is a conman. The people of Kalau conned him for 90 days. Lakini tumeambia sasa waokoke warudi kwa mambo yao. That is why we are celebrating. It's a victory for the Kenyan voter that it is possible to take stolen money, blood-stained money, dirty money, and still stand firm and exercise your democratic right in accordance to your conscience without being influenced by monetary gains. It has been proven that fake development projects meant to incite voters, to con voters in the guise of development, people can see through the deception. In a nutshell, William Ruto has been unmasked by the people of Olkalou. And that is why we are celebrating.
So, maybe niseme nikimalizia
that I am persuaded now, more than ever before, that William Ruto will be one term. He had targeted this vote-rich mountain with goodies and bribery, empowerment programs, beans, rice, all those things now, it has been proven, they have no impact whatsoever. Had they not done voter suppression, UDA would not have gotten double-digit percentage. We would have gotten 94-95% tuachie Mushina 5% ambaye ni yake kama kijana nyumbani. Because hiyo kura 5,000 si ya William Ruto. That is for Mushina because ni mtoto ya nyumbani. Na nimemwambia Mushina wewe ni mtoto. Watu ya Olkalou hawakuwa na shida na wewe. they had a problem with your association with William Ruto. Mushara na Mukudu, mushara na Muishi, mushara na Geveji. That was a problem. That simple Kikuyu proverb was the problem of Mushina. We are asking you, Mushina, your son, come back home. Come and be with your people. The humiliation you faced was not yours. The contest in Olkalou was not between DCP and UDA. It was not between Mushina and Kamau. It was between William Ruto and the community. And there is no way William Ruto would have defeated the community because the community is the one that was voting. So it was automatic. And that is why they even wanted to cancel the election. So from where I sit, I want to ask you now as you go back, especially those from this mountain, the consolidation of the mountain vote against William Ruto is complete. There's nothing else to do. I'll be asking you now to give me permission to go to other regions and consolidate my vote. Si ndio? Hii kura ya Mulima tumefunga. Sasa mimi Secretary General John Medho na timu hii, mimi nawachia nyinyi Mulima sasa. Mufunge kabisa. Mufunge kila jia, kuna pahali ya mtu kuingilia. I'll be going to the coast, I'll be going to Western now to expand our influence outside the mountain. The job that is remaining now in the mountain, there are 3 responsibilities remaining in the mountain. 1, to continue making sure that our young people are registering as voters. That you must do. You must talk to parents, make sure these young people are taken to the IBC offices to register as voters. Those of you who are aspirants, it is in your interest to spend some little money to facilitate our young people by giving them transport to go and register as voters. The second responsibility I want to give you is to make sure that you continue to popularize our party, the DCP. The election in Olkalou has settled the issue of the party for the mountain. The matter is settled. There's nothing else to discuss. Because we have a history in this region. We have a history. And you know history is important. A community works in a certain manner. And this region, the party of choice is always decided in a by-election. TNA of Uhuru Kenyatta was decided in Kangema in 2012. And after that, TNA was the party of choice. There was no discussion. UDA was decided coincidentally in Olkalou, in Rurie, and strengthened in Kiambaa. And the matter was settled. The issue of the party of the mountain, the party of Nairobi, has been settled in Olkalou, and DCP is a party of the mountain. And that is the way it will be. And anybody who wants to pretend otherwise, it's up to you. It's up to you. You can want to pretend, but that is the truth. Because we have a history, the way we do our things. And the victory in Olkalou was not just a victory, it was decisive. The people spoke so loudly. In fact, in Kiambaa, the difference between UDA and Jubilee was only 500 votes. 200 votes. In Olkalou, the difference is 30,000 votes. And that is after they refused us to vote in the afternoon. Had they allowed the voting to go on, 60,000 people would have voted. And our projection, DCP would have gotten 53,000 against 7. But they refused. But it's clear, there is no argument as to the party of choice in the mountain. So we need to continue strengthening our party. And this party of ours is also very strong in the Maa Nation. In Kajiado, in Narok, in Samburu. And basically, the truth of the matter, because Kenyan politics have a certain pattern. People try to run away from truth and reality. From where I sit, ngome yetu sasa, ngome yetu ya kisiasa ya DCP ni Mlima, Nairobi and the Maa Nation. Na hiyo tukienda hata kwa negotiation na wengine, nitakuwa nikiongea nikiwa ninaheshimika. That's a huge voting block. It's a huge voting block. Almost going to 10 million votes. We have got some footage in Western Kenya. We are going to work on it. In the coast, we are doing well. We are going to work on it. In Kalenjin land, the Keep Six Nation, we are 50-50 with William Ruto. You know, we had an election in Muradikil. We got 38% of the vote without me stepping there. Yeye amekuja kwa gome yangu amepata 13. Mimi kwake nimepata 38. Na nimemwambia William Ruto, hawa wakale ni watu wangu. Tutagawana na wewe nusu bin nusu. Nitakuachia 50 kwa sababu wewe ni mzee, usiaibike sana. I don't want to kuchukua beyond 50. So William Ruto, tukubaliane kwa wakale ni watu wangu. Mimi nilikusaidia ukakuwa rais, wakanipenda. Na nimewaambia wanirudishie mkono. Lakini kwa sababu wewe ni mtu ya nyumbani, wasikunyang'anya kila kitu. Wewe na mimi, because tulikuwa kitu kimoja, you take half, I take half. It's fair. Is it not fair? Is it not fair? Yeah. Lakini Mlimani, I give you nothing. Because wewe tulikupatia sahani ya chakula ukakojolea. Si ndio? Si huyu William Ruto tulimsupport. We supported him. Kuna pesa alitupatia? Tulimpenda tu bure. We give him 87% of our vote. Kufika pale akatusaliti, akatugeuka, akatuangaisha na akatutukana. Kwanza hiyo kututukana hiyo, kuita sisi wa kabila, is what is making us be very firm to teach him a lesson. And I told him when I was in Kajiado, nikamwambia William Ruto, next year I'll teach you politics. Sasa hata next year bado. Nimeanza sijaanza. Yeah, I'll teach you politics. And I am saying, pahali William Ruto ametukosea kabisa. Hata kama alitusaliti na akafuta watoto wetu kazi kwa KRA, kwa polisi, kwa jeshi, Kenya Port Authority, kila pahali. Akasema watu wetu wasilipwe pending bills. Ile pahali ametukosea kabisa. 1 ni kuua watoto wa Gen Z. Number 2 ni kutuma polisi na wahuni kumavamia makanisa yetu, attacking our churches. Because this region we are Christians and we have deep respect for the altar and the sanctuaries. When you and Kipchumba Murkomen decided to form a rogue police unit to attack our churches with guns, that is where you lost it completely. Number 3, using Moses Kuria to attack our businesses. Anytime there is a small problem in the country, you take advantage with Kimani Ichung'wa, Moses Kuria, and police and goons and destroy our property. That is why we will not allow you beyond 2%. We cannot beyond 2%. Hata naona Medho anakataa hiyo 2%. Tumwachie ngapi? 1. Yeah? And I can tell you, I want somebody to study the history of this region wakati ya Moi. 1992. Hakuna constituency isipokuwa Juja then alifikisha 1,000 votes.